1 year ago tonight, Connecticut was bracing for Hurricane Irene. When it finally struck the shoreline, it had been downgraded to a tropical storm. Welcome back, everybody. That downgrade, though, made very little difference as a storm surge struck at high tide.
Political leaders toured the recovery process at Cosey Beach in East Haven today, and Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis spoke with some homeowners.
The images from a year ago tell the story of the perfect storm surge. High winds at high tide, washing up and tearing away decks, porches, and in some cases leaving homes uninhabitable. There's evidence everywhere you look here on Cosey Beach now that there's a long way to go before this beachside community is fully recovered from Tropical Storm Irene. This is one of the places where a home was destroyed. Virginia Salura says she complained about the high premiums for flood insurance for 17 years. Now she says she will never complain again. Repairs to her heavily damaged home were completed in June. But for Jack Dobbins, who's just down the street, there's been no rebuilding. His homeowner's insurance company stopped covering him after damage from Hurricane Gloria in '86. Getting national flood insurance to pay off has been like pulling teeth.
I got a check for about half of the amount.
Obviously not enough to rebuild.
Not enough to rebuild.
It took Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro's office till July to get the full amount. But now Dobbins feels he's getting the runaround from the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environment because he wants to build a storm wall to protect his house.
The answer is always the same, and it's a rather terse statement. We are not approving seawalls at this time because they further erosion.
The commissioner was among those that took the tour here with the governor today. Why should there be a delay when we know that this area is vulnerable?
Because the building of seawalls is helpful perhaps to the person who has got the house immediately behind it, but it deflects wave energy and can cause damage to the ones down the street.
For Dobbins, the only solution is to lift up the house and move it back away from the beach. So 1 full year after Tropical Storm Irene hit the Connecticut shoreline, some have rebuilt and are back to normal, some haven't started to rebuild, and some never will. In East Haven, Mark Davis, News 8.